Before stars, before planets, before life, there was a single, infinite moment. A moment that set the stage for everything, your existence, your consciousness, and the universe itself. This is the story of how Stardust became sentience. A journey that spans billions of years, from the birth of the cosmos to the emergence of you. 13.8 billion years ago, in a single, unimaginable moment, the universe was born. The Big Bang, a cosmic explosion of energy and matter, set the stage for everything we know today. But how did this chaos create the building blocks of life? How did Stardust forge the path to human consciousness? From this primordial fire, the first particles emerged. Hydrogen and helium fused in the hearts of stars, forging heavier elements like carbon, oxygen, and nitrogen, the very ingredients of life. When these stars died in spectacular supernovae, they scattered their stardust across the cosmos. This stardust became the raw material for planets, oceans, and, eventually, you. Yes, you are made of stardust, a living, breathing testament to the universe's incredible journey. But how did this stardust create life and consciousness? What is the spiritual and scientific connection between the universe and our existence? The answers lie in the secrets of the cosmos, a story of eternal existence waiting to be unraveled. Stay curious. The journey has just begun. From the ashes of ancient stars, something extraordinary began to take shape. Stardust, scattered across the cosmos, started to mingle, forming the first complex molecules. But how did these lifeless particles come together to create the spark of life? In the cold, vast emptiness of space, water, the essence of life, began to form. Alongside it, amino acids and organic compounds emerged, the very building blocks of life as we know it. This was cosmic chemistry at work, a delicate dance of elements that would one day give rise to living organisms. These molecules didn't just float aimlessly, they combined, reacted, and evolved, driven by the laws of physics and chemistry. Over millions of years, they created the perfect conditions for life to emerge. But how did these molecules cross the threshold from chemistry to biology? How did they become the first living cells? The answer lies in the universe's relentless drive to create, to transform chaos into order, and stardust into life. The journey is far from over. Stay with us as we uncover the next chapter in this incredible story. Billions of years ago, on a young and turbulent Earth, something miraculous happened. In the depths of the ocean, near hydrothermal vents, or perhaps in a warm, shallow pond, lifeless molecules began to stir. But what sparked the first life forms, and how did they evolve? RNA and DNA, the blueprints of life, emerged from the chaos. These molecules carried instructions, allowing them to replicate and evolve. The first single-celled organisms were born, marking the transition from chemistry to biology. These tiny pioneers thrived in Earth's harsh environment, adapting and diversifying. They were the architects of life, laying the foundation for every living thing that would follow. But how did these simple cells become so complex? What drove them to evolve into the incredible diversity of life we see today? The answers lie in the relentless power of evolution. The spark of life had been lit. And from this spark, a universe of possibilities would unfold. From the simplicity of single cells, life began to weave itself into something extraordinary. But how did these tiny, humble beginnings evolve into the complex beings we see today? How did cells become creatures with brains? Over millions of years, cells began to work together, forming multicellular organisms. With this cooperation came specialization. Some cells became skin, others muscles, and some even began to sense the world around them. Primitive nervous systems emerged, allowing these creatures to react, survive, and thrive. Sensory organs evolved, eyes to see, ears to hear, and brains to process it all. Natural selection shaped these traits, rewarding those who could navigate their environment better, hunt smarter, or avoid danger faster. But how did these early brains grow into the complex minds we have today? What drove this incredible leap in intelligence? The answers lie in the relentless push of evolution. The journey from cells to brains was just the beginning. The story of consciousness was about to unfold. Consciousness, the ability to perceive, to feel, to be aware of oneself and the world. But when did this remarkable trait first emerge in the animal kingdom? And what does it mean to be truly conscious? Consciousness exists on a spectrum. At its simplest, it's sensory awareness, the ability to perceive the environment. But at its most complex, it's self-awareness, the recognition of one's own existence. Animals like dolphins, primates, and even crows show signs of this higher level of consciousness. Scientists have found evidence of consciousness in these animals. They solve problems, use tools, and even display empathy. But why did consciousness evolve? What advantage did it give these creatures? Consciousness allowed animals to navigate complex environments, form social bonds, and adapt to changing conditions. It was a survival tool, honed by millions of years of evolution. But how did consciousness reach its peak in humans? What makes our minds unique? Join us as we explore the next chapter in this incredible journey. If you're fascinated by the mysteries of consciousness, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. The story of existence is just getting started. The human brain, a 3-pound universe of thought, creativity, and self-awareness. But what makes our consciousness unique in the vast expanse of the cosmos? What sets us apart from all other life forms? Our brains are extraordinary. The prefrontal cortex gives us the ability to plan, imagine, and reason. Language allows us to share ideas across generations, while abstract thinking lets us ponder the mysteries of existence. These traits make us uniquely human. But it wasn't just biology that shaped our minds. Culture, tools, and cooperation played a pivotal role. Together, they transformed us from mere survivors into creators, thinkers, and dreamers. Yet, the question remains, how did we become self-aware? Some say it was our ability to reflect on our own thoughts. Others believe it was our need to understand our place in the world. Whatever the reason, this self-awareness defines us. But are we alone in this sentience? What does our consciousness mean in the grand scheme of the universe? The answers may lie beyond the stars. Stay curious. The journey into the human mind is far from over. Consciousness, the most profound mystery of existence. We all experience it, yet no one can fully explain it. Is it simply a product of the brain, or is it something deeper, something fundamental to the universe itself? Science offers compelling theories. Integrated information theory suggests consciousness arises from the complexity of information processing in the brain. Global workspace theory proposes it's like a mental stage, where different brain processes come together to create awareness. But philosophy challenges these ideas. Dualism argues that the mind and body are separate, while materialism claims consciousness is purely a physical phenomenon. Yet, neither fully answers the hard problem of consciousness, why and how subjective experience arises at all. Some thinkers propose a radical idea: consciousness might be a fundamental property of the universe, like space or time. Could it be that the cosmos itself is aware, and our minds are just fragments of this universal consciousness? The debate continues, and the mystery deepens. Is consciousness confined to the brain, or is it woven into the fabric of reality? What does it mean to be aware, and why does it feel like something to be you? Stay tuned as we explore the possibility of consciousness beyond Earth, and what it means for our place in the universe. In a universe so vast, with billions of galaxies and trillions of stars, one question lingers in the minds of scientists and dreamers alike: are we alone? Could consciousness exist beyond Earth, and if so, what would that mean for us? With countless exoplanets in the habitable zones of their stars, the possibility of life, and even consciousness, elsewhere seems almost inevitable. But if the universe is teeming with life, where is everyone? This is the Fermi paradox, a question that haunts our search for extraterrestrial intelligence. For decades, we've listened for signals from distant civilizations, hoping to find evidence of intelligent life. Yet, the silence is deafening. Are we missing something? Or is consciousness rarer than we think? Perhaps the answer lies closer to home. Our own journey, from Stardust to Sentience, shows how fragile and extraordinary consciousness can be. If it exists elsewhere, it might be just as rare, just as precious. Reflecting on our place in the cosmos, we are left with more questions than answers. Are we a cosmic accident, or part of a grander design? Could consciousness be the universe's way of understanding itself? Stay tuned as we explore what the future holds for consciousness, and how it might evolve beyond humanity. Consciousness has come a long way, from Stardust to Sentience, from single cells to self-aware minds. But what does the future hold? How will technology and evolution reshape consciousness in ways we can barely imagine? Artificial intelligence is already pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible. Machines can learn, adapt, and even mimic human thought. But could they one day become truly conscious? And what happens when we merge our minds with technology through neural implants and brain-computer interfaces? The merging of biology and technology could redefine what it means to be human. Imagine a world where our thoughts can be uploaded, our memories stored, and our consciousness expanded beyond the limits of our physical bodies. This isn't science fiction, it's the next frontier of evolution. But as we evolve, so too will our understanding of consciousness. Will it remain uniquely human, or will it spread across the cosmos, carried by AI and post-human beings? Could consciousness become a universal phenomenon, transcending planets and species? The future of consciousness is both thrilling and uncertain. It challenges us to rethink who we are, what we can become, and our place in the universe. From the fiery birth of the universe to the emergence of self-aware minds, this is the story of Stardust becoming Sentience. A journey spanning billions of years, connecting every atom, every cell, and every thought. We've explored how Stardust forged the building blocks of life, how simple cells evolved into complex beings, and how consciousness emerged as the universe's way of understanding itself. We've questioned whether consciousness is unique to Earth or a universal phenomenon, and we've imagined its future in a world shaped by technology and evolution. This journey reminds us of our profound interconnectedness, with each other, with all life, and with the cosmos itself. We are not separate from the universe, we are the universe, conscious and alive, asking questions about its own existence. But what does it all mean? What does it mean to be conscious in a universe born from Stardust? Are we merely cosmic accidents, or part of something greater? The answers may lie beyond our understanding, but the questions themselves inspire us to explore, to dream, and to grow. If this video sparked your curiosity, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Together, let's keep exploring the mysteries of existence, because the story of Stardust to Sentience is just the beginning.